Today I'll be presenting the process of making a red velvet cheesecake. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. And you always want to start doing that with anything you bake. The next thing I'm going to do is melt 2 ounces of semi-sweet baking chocolate over boiling water, which I already have simmering at the moment, going to be boiling soon. You're going to want to keep a spoon there to mix it around occasionally. Then we're going to make the whole cheesecake part of it. You take 2 packages, 2 8-ounce packages, cream cheese, and you're going to put them in a bowl. You need to make sure though they're also softened, so you should leave it out about 5 to 10 minutes beforehand. That way it's much easier to mix it around. And this will, like I said, be part for both the red velvet layer and the regular top layer. This cheesecake will have 3 layers: the crust, the red velvet layer, which is in between, and the top layer, which is just regular cheesecake. We will also be adding a cup of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And I'm just going to quickly stir around the chocolate. Okay. And now we're going to mix this all together. Adding 2 eggs, each at a time, and mixing it around. So that's the first egg, and we're going to mix it. And the second egg. A little piece of shell in there. Okay. Now that's all been mixed up, we're going to measure out 1 cup of this for the red velvet layer. Because like I said, the red velvet layer is also made of cheesecake. Just also has chocolate and red food dye in it. Now I also usually measure out a little bit extra, just because some of it, you know, as you can see, is still on the measuring cup. I do that. I'm going to wash off my hands just really quick, just rinse them off. That way I don't get cheesecake everywhere. And I'm going to stir this around again. Okay. And that should be ready pretty soon. And we are also going to add 1 tablespoon of red food dye to the mix. And mix that all up. And as you can see, it will get nice and red. As it should, because this is red velvet, of course. And I'm just going to really quickly finish melting this chocolate. Okay. Now that it's all melted, we're going to add it to cheesecake. And mix that in as well. And then we'll be adding one layer at a time. First the red velvet layer, because that goes in the middle, over my pre-made crust. And try to spread it out pretty well. Of course, won't be perfect because this is a pre-made crust using graham crackers, so it's very loose and won't be able to get it all on there perfectly. And then finally, top layer. And you'll try to cover it up mostly over the red velvet layer. That's just telling me that the oven is now preheated, so it is ready just as we're going to be ready to put this in. And there you go.